So Replay is a puzzle platformer game in which the player has to solve several levels by making all the characters reach the portrait. To do so, the player starts a level by controlling one character and performing various actions such as jumping, punching crates, or activating switches. When it's done, he uses the rewind ability to reset the scene, and he then can select another character and control it. Meanwhile, the first character will repeat the actions he recorded earlier. Thus, the protagonists have to help each other in order to complete the levels. The game contains more than 70 levels, divided into 4 worlds. Each one is a parody of an existing movie, such as Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, or Indiana Jones.
Okay, so now for the story of the game. So the story for RVHS, a big young movie fan who is a regular customer at the video store named Replay. As he came back one night from the video store, he was suddenly struck by lightning. But he survived, and he arrived at his home safely. And after checking all the damaged tapes, he realized that some scenes were missing from the movies. So he got very angry, and within a second, he found himself inside the movie he was watching, trapped into his television. So now we're going to show you the trailer of the game. So this was the trailer of Replay VHS Is Not Dead. So you could have seen the glimpse of the gameplay, the puzzle aspect, and also the story I told you before. So when we started working on Replay, we looked at several medias such as movies, video games, comics. And we wanted to create a base, at first we wanted to create a game based on theater, with the actors cooperating with together by passing across backstage, front stage, etc. But we didn't have a lot of knowledge in this domain, and we thought that theater references are not that popular among gamers. So we decided to go for a game about cinema and VHS. We looked for inspiration in different games and movies, such as Be Kind Rewind, which was the main source of inspiration for a game story. It's a movie based on the VHS revival in which the protagonists have to repair damaged tapes by re-recording them. So for the gameplay, we have looked the games Braid and Lost Vikings. The first one, on one hand, Braid for his time bending and puzzle aspects, and on the other hand, the Lost Vikings for its cooperation between the characters aspect.
So, in order to push the project forward, we decided to present the game at Montpellier Game Critics, which is a contest regrouping 10 student projects from everywhere in France. We had to explain our project in front of a jury composed of 4 professionals from the video game industry. There was some veterans like Eric Chahi and Frédéric Renal. The prototype The prototype which showed contained only a few levels, one movie universe, the Pirate one, and 3 playable characters. We had interested feedbacks regarding copyright issues that may occur, but we'll come back to this later. So 2 awards were involved, the Creativity Award for the most original concept, and the Technique Awards, which rewards the game which impressed the most, technically speaking. And we won. We ended up winning the Creativity Award. This victory gave us the will to push the project forward and search for release opportunities. It also reinforced our feeling that the concept is innovative and the game is fun to play.
So after this victory and this contest, we were contacted by the studio Neko Entertainment, a French development studio, which worked, for instance, on Puddle, the Mysterious City and the Mysterious City of Gold. So they proposed to help us release the game on PC, Mac, and Linux. And we accepted their proposal, knowing they had a strong experience in the video game production. They also have had contact with game companies and platforms like Steam, Nintendo, and Sony, which made the task easy for Steam, for instance. We have not to pass through the Steam greenlight process like a normal indie developer. So this proposal was a great opportunity for us to see Replay released, and the student project was becoming a professional project. So when we started to work with Neko, we joined them as an independent team of 3 persons. We kept the core team composed of the programmer, the game and level designer, and the graphic artist. So we got help from Neko's staff on different topics, and we were also able to work in their premises. They also gave us feedback on the game after having tested it, which is useful coming from an external point of view. They suggested us improvements on the game based on their previous experiences, and they also contributed on the graphic production by creating background and little animation to give more life to the scenes.
So when we joined Neko, our first step was calibrating the difficulty and the learning curve for the player. We did a lot of playtests, and with the feedbacks, we were able to set a fully functionable, fully working tutorial level. Secondly, we tried to improve the art direction. We kept the pixel art style, but we reworked the characters so they look more cartoonish and have enough difference from the original character from the movies. As I said before, at Montpellier Game Critics, we had feedback on that the pirate has too many similarities with Jack Sparrow. So we decided to completely rework it, as you can see. And we just kept his personality. So players still know that it's a parody of Jack Sparrow. Also, the story of the game was not completely decided at this moment, so we revised it and we added funny dialogues to reinforce the background of each movie. We also placed many movie and video games Easter eggs throughout the game. Finally, we implemented rewards. So in each level we have medals, which evaluate the player's time in the level. The faster I finish a level, the better the medal is. And there are also keys that the player can get by getting another path in the levels. So the keys unlock secret levels, which are more difficult than standard levels. But when he completed this secret level, he can get rewards such as extra outfits or others. All these rewards create replay value by giving different objectives to the player.
So for the communication events, with the help of Neko, we participated to several events, like the Flip, the first one. So it was a board game festival who was also interested in video games. So in this festival, we let the player play the game and participated to a contest. We won the jury prize among 6 students and professional games. And they are now asking us if we want to go back to promote our games, so we gladly said yes. The second one is the Indies Games Play 3 in Lyon. So it was an event reuniting a lot of indie developers and independent studios to present their games. So there was 16 studios at the last one, and the audience was fond of original independent games with original gameplay mechanics, and games that dare things that non-independent games wouldn't try to dare. I say like this. So we during this event we had positive feedbacks on replay, and there was much people who said it was very resemblant to the game Braid. So another event, bigger this time, so it's the Paris Games Week, the biggest video game convention in France. So we presented our game on the Made in France booth, and it was not bad, but opposed to the 2 others, the audience were less targeted, so they didn't show much interest in replay. They were more into games like Call of Duty, FIFA, Skylanders, etc. So, to finish, the game is planned to be released this month, February, on PC, Mac, Linux. It will be first available there via Steam. The first press previews were very optimistic, very encouraging, and we are also working on a port into other platforms like PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Wii U, and mobile devices like iOS and Android. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions.
Okay, yeah. 1 second.
Yes.
What will be the price of the game?
Excuse me. The price of the game? It will be around 12 euros at launch, but we will be around 10 euros after that.
Okay. Any other question? Maybe a quick one from my side. Actually, you mentioned that you are students. So, and do you have any future plans? So you're now working for Neko, or you found your own company, or what?
No,
what
no, we didn't found our company, but this was our first game in solo, let's say, and it's a great opportunity, so we did it. But after that, the team is splitting to each one is going his own way. So it was really the perfect moment to do something together and a game that we wanted.
Okay. So, but only personal plans?
Not.
No, not really.
Okay. No. Maybe someone is interested to hire these guys. Okay, thank you very much.